You're
Right
like, there's
on.
nothing else I can press at this point. Yeah, that's great. All right, so
Okay. Well,
and
here we
I'm
are.
I'm just making sure that it's coming up as far as like on YouTube. Let me go back out and go back in
Okay.
because I can see on my end that it's live. Oh, there we go. We are
All
live,
right.
girlfriend. Yeah, wonderful.
Okay. So, Tema is assisting me today, even though we would probably be doing this stuff together anyway. But since I can't read the chat and I'd like to know what everybody is saying or commenting, she will be handling that. So,
Woot woot.
today we're just doing some watercolor playtime. That's pretty much what I titled it because I didn't know what else to say.
That's a
I've
good
got
title.
this Daniel Smith custom palette that I made. Oh gosh, I can't even open it. I had to force 8 pans into here because I'm trying to phase out the little half pans of all of my desk palettes. Obviously, this one that Tema sent me is
Oh,
so tiny that it's got the half pans in it, and that's fine because it's so little. But I have these tins that I put my a lot of my paints in, and I've been trying to just use full pans because I like them for not messing up my brushes.
yeah.
And that's what I finally did with this one because there were some colors that I hadn't ever used before from my Daniel Smith. And I just put them in this palette like last week, and I haven't. I mean, I've swatched them for the palette itself, just to have in here this little thing.
Right,
But I'd
right.
like to. In fact, this is one that I did when I only put 7 in here, and I thought I could fit an eighth one, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it in here. It's just really hard to do. I mean, if anyone tries to do this, just know that it's extremely difficult to get the eighth one in here. But I usually bend out this part of the palette a little bit to get it in there, and then I like reform it back so that I can shut it.
I can see, yeah, they're pretty tight in there, but it looks
Yeah,
cool. And I love the full pan, like the full pans. It
yeah,
looks much nicer to work with. I think that's a great
yeah.
idea.
And I think, well, I didn't put a green in here, but I did put two different types of yellow and two different types of blue so that I'd be able to get a variation. And then these, pink, red, and a quin purple just for balance. But this color right here is called gray titanium, and it's
Okay.
just a PW6. It's just another way that they treat the pigment, similar to when they do PBR7, burnt sienna, and burnt umber, and all the other ones.
Right.
But I guess PW6, just like buff titanium or regular titanium, are all just treated differently.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I saw that one and I'm like, that's interesting. So this will it will both mute and make all these other colors kind of pastelly. So
Okay. Very
that was
cool.
my intention. And I will grab a brush.
Say the name of that color again.
Gray titanium,
Gray titanium.
PW6.
It
Mm-hmm.
so it's different from, well, what else is in it with the PW6?
Just
It's just
PW6.
treated. I'm sorry. I think you were
Yeah.
just explaining that. And then
Yeah.
I got distracted for a minute. And then it occurred to me, oh, wait, that's what
Oh,
you
that's
just said.
okay.
I'm so sorry. I was
That's
moving
okay.
my like camera around a little, and I get
Mm-hmm.
very easily distracted. So
That's
apologies.
okay. But because it took me a while to be like, wait a minute, there's nothing else in this. It's even before I went on here today and I was making that other swatch. I'm like, wait, is this only PW6? Like, what do you mean? But yeah, it's just apparently treated um, like, how they heat things or just do different treatments to the pigments to make them change.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, I guess PW6 can be like a beige, like buff titanium, or it can be this gray color or white. So,
Very
um,
nice. It
I
makes
thought it
sense.
was
And yeah,
very
I love
cool.
always learning from you when I'm actually listening properly. Apologies,
So, this
Um,
is my brand new meat and block without the protective cover.
very nice, very nice. We're going all the way to the actual watercolor paper today. It's exciting. It's
Yeah,
exciting stuff.
those of you who don't who didn't see my last video. I painted on the cover sheet and didn't realize it till I was halfway through editing, and I was like talking crap about Meaden and their lower quality over the last 2 years paper. Um,
However, alas, unfortunately, yeah, it wasn't. It
I
was just the
was
cover sheet.
yes, and then I was so excited afterward to realize, oh, okay, so my good paper is still here.
So there are a few people in the chat. So Brian Ramirez, hello. And okay, Alini Diaz loves you, says, hi, what are you doing? And CD Sketch says, haha, glad we're on actual paper this time. Welcome, guys.
Yay!
Whoops. Yes, welcome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch these 8 colors that I customized for this Daniel Smith palette. It's just an idea that I had to make some muted pastels that are still pretty vibrant so I can see them, because a lot of pastel watercolors are they're a little lost on me with the white paper because they're just really hard to see. And I usually paint really bold, so we're gonna swatch these. This first one's actually a mix. So I took nickel azo yellow and nickel titanate yellow, which are completely opposite as far as transparency and opacity. Which nickel titanate is super opaque and nickel azo is like super transparent. And I
Right?
mixed them together and created this, I don't know, like egg yolk yellow. It's I thought it would be neat because they both had nickel in the title, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and
uh,
Supreme Leader is here and says, hey,
oh,
ladies, long time.
hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Just FYI, just to toss this in, I'm right now swatching a bunch of yellows and greens because I am going to be painting this portrait um, next in my little series of portraits that I'm working on. And I
Mm-hmm.
want it to be all green toned,
Ooh,
across yellows, greens into like the cool blues, just like
that sounds
a
like a neat.
harmonious color palette like
That
that.
sounds like a very neat. Yeah, I love doing analogous or monochrome or
Analogous.
even,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what, not harmonious, analogous. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate, I never have the
Um,
words.
no, it's harmonious too if you're
Well, I
using all of them
suppose. Yeah.
together, and you're kind of varying. Is that even a word?
That's
All of those
close.
colors together.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you though for clarifying. I appreciate you. Okay. So,
This is coral, quinacridone coral, 209, PR 209,
okay.
and it's a nice transparent color. It's sorry, you guys, if I get throaty or choky. We've got like some serious fires going on here, and I have my air purifier on, but I don't know if it's gonna help.
I
um,
hope it does. You poor thing.
yeah, but so anyway, I'm not sick or anything. I'm just exposed to some toxic fumes. But this is quinacridone coral, and it leans very warm, so I thought it would make some nice oranges, and so I put it in here as my warm red. But this is
Nice.
PR 209, Daniel
Very
Smith
nice.
quinacridone coral. And then the next one, let me see if I can try to. Oh, rose madder. So it's like it's slightly darker in the pan, but to me it looks very pink, almost like an extremely dark potter's pink. And it's only PB19. It's one of these crazy, you know, the pigments that can change into
Yes.
many
PV,
different tones.
yes. PV19 can do like so many different colors.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a lot of them can, but
And look how subtle this is for a PB19. It's rose madder, Daniel Smith rose madder,
okay. Very nice. Yeah. It's not
but it's
super intense. Like,
yeah, I love it for if I'm like, when you're doing a portrait and you want to choose like either some warm reds or whatever to do like cheeks and lips. If I'm doing
yes.
like some uh cooler tone vibes on that front, then I'll use this color. It's just so, I mean,
Yeah, it
I
is
don't
very
know.
delicate. It'd be a great floral color too, because a lot of the pinks and reds are just too overbearing for florals. in my
Yes.
opinion. I know some people like to do them really bright, but
Yeah, this would make a nice light. Well, it's rose in the title, so it'd make a nice light pink rose, you know?
right, right.
And the next one I just put in here for to balance out, it would be like literally the only dark color in here besides the blue. So this is quinacridone purple, PV55. I believe it's one of the only, except for the cobalt colors, purples that are light fast.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it underneath the rose madder because I'm OCD and I need it to be on the with the cool colors here.
Okie doke.
So I'll
Very
just go on the
nice.
other direction. Um,
No
and
rules with swatching.
I didn't space these out to where they'd be evenly four on top and four on the bottom. So that's going to bother me. But hey, here we are. So
You're going to work through it in real
yeah.
time. In real time. Uh,
But this is a nice subtle purple as well that can get pretty dark.
okay.
So it's it's not one that I have in many different palettes. I think I only have it in Daniel Smith and My Mary Blue,
Okay.
but generally I use like dioxazine or something. It's not really light fast, but it adds a lot of depth. But this, you can see how light it can get though. Like it's a purple that can get light as well as dark.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I believe it's kind of staining, so it's going to create those hard edges. This next one is another just kind of a staple color that I put in here to create some variation in the yellows. And I'm gonna I'm gonna go back and put it by the yellow. Oh, how
Okie
am I gonna
doke.
do this? How am I gonna do this? Um, yeah, whatever.
You could make them smaller.
I could, but then that would get to me too. They have to be the same size.
Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble.
I think it bothers me less that I'm going out of order than them being weird sizes. Um, this is Italian deep ochre. This is one of my favorite portrait colors because you can get pretty deep with it. Oops, it would help if I
Interesting.
can actually get my brush in the water. Um, so it is almost like a gold. Well, in other brands, it'd be called golden ochre. It's very
Okay.
transparent for an ochre, but it's Italian deep ochre. It's such a good color. And I thought it would make some deeper greens if I mixed it with the blue rather than this bright yellow over here.
Yeah. I haven't
And
seen
then
Italian deep ochre before.
yeah,
I mean,
it's a Daniel
in
Smith. Yeah.
person. I don't, is it a newer color or it's been
I don't think so. Every time I see a
around?
new color, well, a color I've never seen before by Daniel Smith, I'm like, how many colors do they even have?
I think they have like 108 or maybe 113, maybe more.
Oh gosh. So I think there's two blues here. I have cobalt teal and chromium cerulean blue, which I thought was pretty interesting because it's a deeper, darker version of cerulean blue. It's very
Okay.
granulating and
Chrome.
it's, gives a nice balance between these two, even though I think it's still considered a cobalt color because it's PB. Oh, I wrote it down in here. I can tell you real quick if I can find
Oh,
my
thanks.
magnifier.
Um, Oli, Olani Diaz loves you. We'll see you later.
Aw,
Thanks for stopping by.
thank you. So this cerulean blue chromium is actually PB36, and
PB
that's
36.
yeah. Usually the cobalts are PB28 for cobalt blue, but this is a it says cerulean in the title, but look at that. It's darker. See how dark that is?
Yeah, for sure.
And
Ceruleans are more like the one on the side, to the
uh-huh.
side. Yeah. as I would
It's more like
imagine.
the teal. It's similar. It's more closer to the teal color usually, but
Yeah,
that's why I liked it. And look how granulating it is. That's why I like this color because it's kind of more versatile. It's like to me, it's like a better ultramarine.
nice. Yeah, I can see that.
It's like
I
super granulating.
so it gives you everything that ultramarine gives you, but it's kind of a more unique version.
Mm, yeah, and it's pretty light fast too because it's a cobalt pigment, and the cobalt teal blue, which most people know this color, but I'm gonna look at it again real quick. Um, is PG50. To me, those are
PG50.
slightly less common cobalt pigments.
Did you say PG as
Yeah,
in green?
as in green.
Interesting.
Hmm.
CD sketch typed. I feel cerulean is one of those colors where it's different in each brand, like Payne's Gray.
For sure.
Yeah, would agree.
That's why it makes you want to collect stuff because things are so different between brands. And you're like, I already have
Right.
cerulean, and but no, you don't.
You don't know what it can look like,
Yeah.
for real.
So here's cobalt teal, and to me, this is one of the deeper ones in most brands. A lot of them are like super light,
Yes.
you
Yes, I was
know.
just watching up the teal in or it's actually the turquoise that you actually sent me from my Sennelier palette.
Oh, it's
So I
greener,
guess
huh,
teal
and
and
lighter.
yes, it's much lighter. And teal and turquoise, I feel, are pretty much similar among like the way they're
Mm-hmm.
named by brands. It can be one or the other.
Yes. So here's the piece de resistance, the gray titanium,
All right, let's see what else.
PW6. And I thought it would be quite white and chalky-ish, but I think the last time I swatched it, I was kind of surprised at how, um, well, I guess it's not really transparent because it's a PW6, but it was more than I expected it to be and a little bit darker than I expected it to be. So that is that. And then what I was also going to do, maybe down here at the bottom where I have a little bit of room, is mix a couple of these colors with the gray titanium and see what
Yeah,
they
that'd be
look
cool.
like.
It looks like it is definitely a sister of buff titanium, but it is different.
Yeah, it's really a nice gray. Like I thought it would be kind of a beigey gray, but
Like a buff titan. Yeah.
it really it's definitely gray, you know. I've mixed burnt sienna and ultramarine before and watered it down and got a color similar to this. So
Okay.
I thought
That's
that that
nice.
was pretty interesting. Now to do the mixes, well, I guess I got a little bit of space in here, but if it gets too crazy in there, I got this other little palette, which isn't so little. Let's see, which one? Does anyone have any suggestions of which one we want to mix with the gray first?
I don't know. How about do like one of the reds because that's a pretty unusual mix.
Okay, let's do Quinn Coral and the buff titanium. I mean, the gray titanium. It's a pretty deep, very transparent color. So we will some that in there. The one I think I was most excited to mix it with was the Quinn Purple because I wanted like this really nice lavender.
Okay.
That's one we'll do next. And
Ooh, look at that. I
I'm
really like that
imagining,
mix.
yeah, I'm imagining it would make some really nice dusty colors.
Absolutely. Yeah, it would be perfect for that.
So down here, I'm gonna adjust my light. Um,
Trying to think about what I want to do with these colors. I just don't know. Let me try this. raw sienna. See how that will be.
Are you doing a portrait right now? Sorry, I can't see
No,
the.
no, I know. It's okay. I'm just looking at different yellows and blues and seeing how they gradiate.
Oh, to build a
Give
palette
me
for your.
for that next portrait. I
Mhm.
do really want it to be, I think, yellows, greens into blues, but nothing's really striking me. And I was thinking I would use my Sennelier paints, but they're just
Mhm.
not intense enough without all the layering. And I'm not going to do a ton of layering. So I think I'll probably use Daniel Smith.
Oh, gotcha.
So I think I'll stick with swatching these out kind of together. See where we can
Now I'm
go.
going to mix this Quinn purple with the gray titanium and see what kind of nice lavender color we can get.
Exciting. Hello, Omer Glitch. Welcome. Lovely to see you.
Hey, Omer.
Omer says, hello, all. Sorry, I should
Hello,
be saying that.
hello.
I'm not properly like reading. I'm just more answering. I apologize. I'm just being the what do you call it? Comment
she's the
moderator.
unofficial moderator. Official, but unofficial. I don't know how.
But I'm just not doing a very good job at it. So there you go.
No,
We'll
you're
get better.
reading it. I mean, that's like. I mean, otherwise, what would happen, you guys, is if I went live without somebody to read the chat, I would just be doing my thing and talking to you from a one-way conversation, and I would not be able to read your responses, and I wouldn't be able to interact. So it'd be kind of sad, even though I know people do that and it's fine. But I
And you
like to
could do
interact.
that,
So
but it is fun to interact too. Yeah.
yeah. So the third one. Anyone have any suggestions for the third one? We're gonna mix gray titanium with any one of these colors. We've already done the Quinn coral and the Quinn purple.
I have a suggestion.
What?
What about the turquoise color, which we just talked about, which I
The
forget already,
cobalt,
which the cobalt, yeah. The light
cobalt
one.
teal.
Yeah, the teal that I'm
Yeah.
gonna call turquoise. I'm gonna call everything the wrong color. Ooh, I found two yellows that I want to use, so that's good
Okay.
for my portrait. I'm very happy about that. Now I need a green. Ooh, I could
And I
try the
think
undersea green.
these go nice together because the cobalt teal is already pretty opaque, and it
Ooh,
just makes a
very
dustier,
nice. Actually, it's
dustier version.
really nice. Looks
Yeah.
really good.
Surprisingly, well, maybe not surprisingly, um, mixing the gray with these colors makes all of them look the same to me.
Oh, yeah, because
Oh,
it takes away the
bummer.
vividness of them. That makes sense. So they kind of become more muted,
Yeah, like
which
super
makes it
muted.
hard for you to discern between them. Is that
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I haven't mixed them together pre-mixed in the palette. I would be mixing them on the mixing area, so I would know which one was which when I was working with it. But
right?
I might not know when I'm actually doing the painting where I've already been with what color, and that would be interesting.
Hey,
Uh,
Evie is here and she says hello. Hello, Evie.
Abby,
Lovely to
hello.
see you. What you up to, girlfriend?
So this is the third mix of the gray
I
titanium
like
and the
it.
cobalt teal. Yeah, I like it too. Actually, they complement each other. They're pretty close together. I think next, I think we have a little bit of space right here. See, all my swatches are the same size.
They
Generally,
actually they did turn out all the same size. It's pretty cool.
they're a little, dispersed differently, but yeah, I would have. I don't know. Anytime I do swatches and I don't have room and I make them different sizes, it irks me. I don't like it.
I understand. It kind of bothers me when I do it too.
If it's on my sketchbook or I'm just playing around, it's just trying to see what a color is. It doesn't bother me. But if I'm, doing it for a video or something, I need them to be the same. All right. So here's the gray, and oh, I think I'm gonna the yellow in there. This bright yellow,
Yeah, do
actually.
it.
I like
Um,
gray and yellow together as I don't know, like clothing. Like if I was gonna ever wear a yellow top, which I do have one, it's like a lemon yellow color, and I never wear it, but I mean, I have worn it. I do like it, but I always want to wear like gray pants with it or something.
yeah. I mean, it's all in the same color family. Like whenever I wear a lot of like beigey yellow colors, kind of creamy
Mm-hmm.
yellow. And I love it because I can interchange a lot of them with each other. They're all kind of in the same,
Yeah,
that same family like that.
I could
Evie
see how
says
that would look
she's,
good on you.
oh, thanks. Evie says she's just watching my painters, girls. And my last swatches were hearts. Did you do that on a live, Evie, or where were you? Just at home swatching? I missed that one if it was online. Ooh, should I go with? I'm getting, see if I mix my, oh, she did. Okay. She says I did.
Oh,
Um,
lucky. Yellow and gray. How interesting. Gray, yellow's always
mustard.
weird. Mm-hmm. When you mix it with like black, especially because black you'll find out what kind of black color pigment you have when you mix it with yellow because it'll go either brown or it'll go green.
That's so
And
true.
then
And I learned
is
that. Yeah,
isn't that a trip? Because then you'll be like, oh, this black is more blue because my yellow
absolutely.
turned green.
Absolutely. Ooh,
So we will
all
do
right.
one more, and it will be the cerulean, the chromium cerulean color.
I found three colors I like for my portrait. Phthalo turquoise, and then it's a cool green. It's like the one that starts with a P, paraline green.
Oh,
And then
that's nice.
and then quin gold, because the quin gold mixed with the paraline green kind of becomes a an undersea green sort of color,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all pretty transparent. Um, and then they all can lean cooler or warmer depending on if I mix them.
Yes, that is a
Ooh.
great combo, actually.
Now I think I just need something like one more, but maybe just those three, maybe a true blue. What do you think?
Um, I would be leaning toward Payne's Gray for
Oh, that's
blue.
a really good idea. Like a blue or Payne's gray. Oh, we have some
Uh-huh.
comments. Evie says, Susan, you are creeping up to 1K, up on 1K. Yes, she is. And then she says, Tema, what is the turquoise color? And then she says, oh, gotcha. And now Mello is here. And he says, hello, artists. Hello, chat. And Evie says,
Hello.
Mello. And then Evie says, red, maroon red. I could try that. Okay, I'll try maroon red and a Payne's gray. And now, are you swatching? What are you swatching now,
This is
Susan?
the cerulean,
Cerulean
chromium
with the
cerulean
chromium.
blue mixed with the gray titanium.
All right, very cool. Very cool.
And I think the only ones I haven't swatched as a mix are the rose madder and the Italian ochre.
Okay.
So,
You
oh,
might
that
need a
would
new sheet of
require
paper
making smaller swatches.
or a new sheet. You could place it like beneath the sheet. Like I'm trying to navigate your OCD. I'm trying to navigate your stress
There,
here.
I'm looking for like sizes of open space that are similar, so I could put one right here,
You could.
and
You
I
could
could put one
squeeze
right
a couple
here.
in. That's pretty good.
All right, we'll do the rose madder and the gray titanium right here. Let's see what that does. I'm
You
gonna-
know, Evie, I think that that was a pretty good call. So is the Payne's Gray, but the Payne's Gray I have here, oh, it's not even Payne's Gray. What am I doing? This is a neutral tint. It's not going to be good. All right, let's take that out. Um, I think if I used like a Paraline violet, it could be
Oh, I
my
thought you
one. Like,
were.
I know I'm trying to stay, but I was thinking, do I need a warm color? Like, like an
Oh,
actual like alternate color? but you're right. It should just be Payne's gray, like a blue Payne's gray.
Well, if you're
Because
trying to stick to analogous and
I
make it kind of look
know,
more of a
I,
monochrome when when you're painting
you're
it,
right.
then
You're
if that's
right.
what your goal is
It
color
is my
wise,
goal. It is my goal.
yeah,
And then I always get off track and think, oh, I'll throw in one like a cross color. What are those called? I gotta always look at my thing. Um,
complementary.
complementary color. Yes, see, shows complementary. Um, but no, I want to stay analogous. So yes, great idea though, Evie. I'm gonna find out my Payne's gray. I think I have one from, do I have one?
So this is the rose madder mixed with the gray titanium, and it's already see because you can I put it right next to the clean rose madder, but you see how it just makes it a little bit dustier, and it's already a dusty color pretty much, but it just
Yes,
makes it a bit more dustier.
totally. Um, so
So
Omer says, I love watercolor. And Evie says, Susan, you can put a color half over one of your circles. And Omer says, analogous. I love that word. And Omer says, look at these ladies using all their art terms. And Evie says, hi, Omer. Yes, we're very fancy art term users over here.
yeah, I need specific words to know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, yeah, I get lost really, really easy when I'm listening to people. I'm like, oh, what does that mean?
No,
What are you
for real.
talking about?
All right. I just pulled out my old Paul Rubens palette because I have a Payne's gray in here I could use.
That's actually a very blue Payne's gray, so
It
it would be
is.
great. So
You
here we
are right.
got the Italian ochre mixed with the gray. I'm really liking these yellow and gray mixes.
I do too. I think they make really cool colors, really neat colors, not cool. Warm.
The
See
terms,
words,
the terms.
terms. And Omer says, yeah, words are good. I know words are helpful.
When you're
I
good
love
at
words. Right. Which one of these is the Payne's gray though? That's going to be fun to find. I got to remember back because it is
All
very blue.
right.
Oh, I found it. Okay, there it is. I had to like re-wet them all.
And that's that. I think
Ooh, that's it.
was this the yellow and gray? The other yellow and gray? And so
I
here it
think
is
so.
compared to the deeper, more golden yellow mixed with the gray. Very
Right.
similar, but just deeper in tone. And yeah, that's a I those a surprising combination actually to me. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
it is
surprised
kind
I
of
can't even
it.
see it.
It looks like a bronze color to me.
Mm.
I'm not even painting on the screen. Susan, you're like a savant, I swear, because I'm using this Payne's gray, this blue Paul Rubens Payne's gray, and it's exactly what I needed. It's perfect.
Payne's gray is one of my favorites. It's like one of the most unexciting colors in the palette, but it's the most versatile and does the most. It's such a workhorse, and that's why I love it. And just like you said about cerulean earlier, or I
Yes.
think CD Sketch said that, and cerulean is different in every brand. So is Payne's
Right.
gray.
I agree. I totally agree. I mean, not that I own it. I feel like I should own it in other brands, but maybe I just don't. But I've seen it in many brands because I always like look at paints. I just
Mhm.
never buy them because I'm real cheap. This is perfect. Like this color palette, not these here, but these, not that I know you can't see them, but I think these are perfect. I'm so glad I did this, you guys. Okay, sorry. We have more comments. Omer says communication and learning is important. The creative process can be very complicated to comprehend and explain. And Evie says, yes, Omer, I'm still learning all the terms. And she says, I love indigo.
Oh, indigo is another really good one. If it's not too powerful for I like to use it near the end
Let
of
me
a
try that.
painting when I'm
Yeah.
darkening up stuff. If my
Ooh.
paint's gray is like too granulating and washes out too easily, then the indigo is a nice like it's a little bit it's a step up in punch as far as deepening shadows.
So I just swatched the indigo. I'm turning up my light so you guys can see. This is the indigo and this is the Payne's gray. And I think it's going to be this color, this color, this color, this color. It would clearly take over the whole painting if I used it, but I could use it for like pops of color.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it might be good. Ooh, can you see those if you look at your phone, Susan? I bet you can.
Let me stand up.
Just the colors, if I put them up toward the
Mm-hmm.
phone. Let's see.
Yeah, you have a nice range of dark and light, and then you can some of those colors can wash out quite nicely.
And then the obviously leaving the indigo that I just, in that center spot for just
Mm-hmm.
like random maybe pops. But ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. You've been so helpful. I'm so happy. Okay, sorry. And Evie says I used indigo for rocks around the sea, like cliff rocks at the end. Yeah, that's really cool because it's like dark enough, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also still like a blue color, like the sea reflecting the sky.
So these are, I'm so used to seeing slightly deeper or darker. If I wanted to do a portrait or do like any painting, really, I'm looking for some of those darker colors to finish off the painting or do shadows, and they're not here.
Yes, you don't have any. But what if you just used full strength the purple
Yeah, I could mix the cerulean and the
and the
purple
purple?
together, and that would probably be the darkest color that I
That
could
yeah,
get in
for
here.
sure. It would be, I think.
Mixing some greens wouldn't be hard, but they wouldn't be. I mean, I would probably be really leaning heavy on these two dark colors here to deepen up things. But I think I would reach for this palette when I was doing some like delicate florals or something,
Right.
and maybe even doing a wash over an ink sketch because I wouldn't need to rely on anything in here to be super dark if I was using black ink pen.
Right. Right. Absolutely. That would be perfect.
I have this screenshot of Poison Ivy. She's a DC character.
Yes.
It looks like a hard um, line work with a wash over it, watercolor wash, and because she's got like a green undertone to her whole entire like skin and everything, because I guess the lore is that she's supposed to be um, she's got a lot of poison running through her veins. So she's
Right.
got this
It's like
green,
toxic. Yeah.
exactly. She's got this green cast to her. And I've been wanting so bad to redraw that ink sketch and then wash the entire thing with like
Yes.
the most garish phthalo green yellow shade I can find.
Oh, that would be
And
awesome.
and then paint over that with the regular colors, like her hair is red and the flowers and the colors around her are like yellows and stuff like that. But I bought this little, I mean, I have other Meeden paper, but I bought this little block, this Meeden watercolor block, because it's smooth
Okay.
and you can do a lot of really cool ink work on it without, how cold pressed water paper is kind of hard.
I
Watercolor
knew what you meant.
paper is kind of hard to draw on. So
Right.
it was nice to draw with a pen and then do washes over it, and that was my intention for you know buying this smaller size, and then maybe doing a video about it or whatever. But yeah, that's why did I even go off on that tangent? Mostly probably just to explain what I would use this type of paper for, and what I've been planning on using it for, because my
Right.
other one that I have is huge and just kind of too big for doing video desk work,
Right. Right.
And
Um, are you wanting to do anything else right now?
I'm gonna pull this one off the block and then see what happens.
All right,
I
because I might start working on this portrait then.
Yeah, we
Now that I
planned
have an
on
idea of the
probably about
colors.
an hour, I think. Would you like
Okay.
to?
Yeah, we're at
And
39 minutes. We're doing good.
okay,
Um,
so anybody
and
who doesn't know, which I'm sure everybody here does know, but anyone who's watching and maybe from like afar and isn't familiar with watercolor blocks, What's cool about this one, at least, they have a little arrow. A lot of them do, and it tells you where the little hole is to put your. This is just a cut up credit card to stick in here and remove the watercolor paper piece. Gosh, words. Um, some of them are tighter than others, and it's kind of hard to find the little slot. So and then you might accidentally sometimes take off more than one piece of paper. But yeah, I think I got it.
I've done that before where I ended up accidentally pulling more than one, but then you
Mm-hmm.
just use it.
Yeah. The Bao
Hmm.
Hong one is really hard to. They put like a lot of glue binding around it, and it's this one's quite nice. It's easy. You just like barely push it, and it comes off. But some of them you got to struggle, and if you push too hard or go a wrong angle with this thing, you can cut right into the paper, and that's no good.
Yeah, that would be rough. I'm going to go down so I can make sure I see any comments. This is great. I can actually see this and um, see my reference, which I've never been able to do before on a live stream. So I'm so excited that I can today.
So I hit a spot on here where it's kind of hard just to pull it, so I'm gonna use the card and so I don't tear the paper. There we go. All right.
I know I always start to just like rip at it, and then I'm like, whoops. I think I'm
I've
going to
messed
start
up
with
some really
prepare.
good paintings that way.
Yes, same. And then I did not do it again. Um,
So I could always use this after these dry later on to just like practice some stuff on the back of this rather than throw the whole thing away and just, I can just put this aside, use this to do some smaller sketches on or whatever. But yeah, let's see. What are we going to do?
let's see.
Anyone have
Omer
any
says,
suggestions?
I love the drawing layout. Thanks, Omer. Yeah, anybody have suggestions? Throw them out. Anything at all. We want to have
Got a
it
blank
interactive.
blank piece of paper here.
Got a lot, same on both sides. We both got blank pieces of paper, and I'm like pacing around, which means there's shadows falling everywhere. Trying to decide. Hmm. What? Oh, you know what? I wasn't using this. I wasn't even using this color. I was just getting my Quinn Gold ready, and I wasn't. What I was actually using was the raw sienna, which is quite a big difference, and I'm super glad I didn't go in with that.
See,
Sorry.
I'm kind of tempted now to just like do a monochrome with this purple.
To do
Because it's
what?
to do a monochrome portrait or something with this purple rather than do some florals or whatever, which this
Do
is
it.
definitely a floral palette or I don't
Yeah, but
know.
who cares? You can do anything you
Do
want, you know?
some do some crazy portrait and floral things.
Yeah, you could do it all. Why is my thing so crooked? It's bugging me. All right. And I also want to bring it down. The last time I did this, I collapsed my entire desk in the middle of a live stream. Literally.
Oh,
Like
I missed it.
yeah, you did. The camera, everything on my desk collapsed onto like the floor. Like, sweet.
Epic
That's
moment.
super professional. I'm a professional. No one said that. All right, we're good now. We're good now, except I still have shadow. And CD Sketch says, I think monochrome would be pretty. If I could, ooh, I can't read it now. Sorry. Now I have to go a little bit bigger. I'm so sorry. I'm failing at my job. My job of like, I have one job would be pretty cool, he says. Thank you. Now I
Okay.
apologize. He's voting for monochrome.
All
Anyone
right, that's what
else?
I'm gonna do.
Sweet.
And I'm just picking out some synthetic golden tack-on brushes because they
These are better.
are best to draw with when you don't already have a sketch.
Oh,
And
very true.
I tend to, if I do a drawing with pen, then I would
Yeah.
use softer brushes to go over it and lay the color down. But since I have to
Ooh.
draw it with the paint, then I'm going for some slightly stiffer brushes.
Okay.
Because who
I
wants to
still,
do two steps?
I'm sorry. What?
I said because who wants to do two steps, you know? Who wants to
When you
draw
can
and then
do
paint
one.
over it? I mean, I'm
Right,
so
exactly.
lazy like that. I'm like, I don't want to draw and then paint over it unless I have a specific idea in mind for like I was talking about the poison ivy
Right,
painting.
right, totally.
Uh,
I have a question. Did you ever find that brush, that Princeton brush? Princeton
oh,
Neptune?
the one you sent me?
Yes,
Yes, I did. I
you
did. You were
did. I
right.
meant to
You
ask
were
you.
right.
Okay. I'm
Of
glad. I'm like, I
course.
really think I sent it to you, but maybe I
Yes,
didn't.
you
I don't
did.
know, dude. All right, good. I feel better.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And then I
First
feel bad
strokes.
because I was like, oh no, I told her I
Why?
didn't.
Oops.
Because I was like, what are you talking about? You didn't send me a Princeton brush. I was like totally gaslighting you.
I know. I'm like, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know, dude. But I'm glad because then I would have felt bad because it's not like I'm sending art supplies to people every day. I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah, I
CD
said
says,
monochrome, but oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
CD says, couldn't relate more. Why draw when you can skip to the fun part? Amen. Except I can't ever skip to the fun part because I don't know how to do it that way.
So
Evie
I
does
did
it that way.
mix.
Sorry.
Right. I did mix some cerulean in here with the quin purple, just because if I'm bouncing around the portrait, I can use one or the other or a mix of both, and that way it'll just give a little bit of variation, even though it's technically monochrome.
Right. Very
'Cause
smart. Smart.
and starting out
Wicked smart.
with
All right,
the
is that it?
eyebrows as usual, because this tells me where I'm at in the painting.
Oh,
And it
yes.
always looks all crazy at first. I mean, it looks crazy throughout, I'm sure.
No, I don't think it does. Sorry, I was trying to adjust lighting so that you could actually see what I'm doing. All right. Oh, all right. Um. Now we're being quiet because we're both painting.
But yeah, it's just kind of, I think I saw somebody doing a video the other day about your comfort subject. It's like
Go
you
back to it
do,
every time.
yeah, the thing that is um kind of a easy for you, or just something that you would normally not have to think too hard at when
Mm-hmm.
you're doing.
Right. And that is yours.
Yeah, the little faces.
And they're so good. I wish my comfort subject was like really nice portraits, but it will be one day because I'm drawing like 3 a day. I'm really trying to get the
Hmm.
glare off this thing.
Yeah, your that one I just saw on your live yesterday, I was like, whoa, girl.
I finished it. Did you see? I
I
posted a
didn't.
community post about
Did
it.
you? I didn't go
Yeah.
on my notifications much today because I was.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, I'll go check it out because I wanted to see that.
It totally changed from what it looked like on my live stream, which is cool. I think that, ooh, I want to leave this as a, what do you call it? A broken, Omer Glitch said, didn't someone say poison, or did someone say poison ivy? Getting into the flow state, Zen mode, brain power activated. So the talking slows down. Amen. You know, you're doing good then.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lost
I was
edge.
talking
That's the
about
word I was
poison
looking for.
ivy. I
You
was just
were.
saying I was going to do a poison ivy ink drawing and do a green wash over it first, and then do you know the successive layers in different colors because it needs to have that green cast. And phthalo green, especially yellow shade, is not a color that most people use for anything other than mixing,
That's
but
true.
she is definitely of that.
She be vivid, yo.
It's like that garish. toxic green color.
You know what I thought you meant? Like
What?
the phthalo blue or phthalo turquoise or whatever is the she, but you mean poison ivy.
Oh,
Sorry. I was like, she be vivid though. I'm a
yeah.
dork, but
Well,
also
that's a thing right now. Everybody assigns a gender to a thing right now. That's funny.
I
It's
just
a
kind of, yes, it is a colloquialism that many people participate in. So yeah. No more talking. Now we're working. Ooh, I don't like that edge. I want to play with
oh,
edges a lot here and make this like very like what you said. I swear, Susan, the thing you said, I'm not trying to like bring it up so we can talk about it. I know it sounds like that, but that very nice thing you said about the art changing just like made my
yeah.
day. That was so awesome.
No, I could really see it. It's because I have to zoom into everything to actually see what people are doing. And when I have the opportunity to do that, I can really actually give an actual opinion on the art. But I could really see the hard edges that were intentional,
Yes.
and that the blending wasn't. I mean, blending
Overly
has its
blendy.
place. Yeah, it has
But
a
sometimes it's
place.
nice not to blend. Yeah.
And I do like that look when things kind of have the intentional hard edges.
I like it. And you do a lot of that in your work. And I see that when I like your paintings that I have here that you've sent. Um, I never quite got what was so appealing about them. I just knew they were appealing. And now I'm like, oh, I see it. It's
Oh, is
all
that
of
what
the
you?
hard edges.
Oh, because I can't really see them when I'm doing it, but I guess it's one of those things that shows up once the painting's dry.
Oh, yeah. Cause you have soft and hard and a good mix of both. And we all know that's what makes really great art, right? And
Or
Omer says,
watercolor.
phthalo green is great. It is. And you said phthalo green earlier, and I then said phthalo blue, and then I said phthalo turquoise. I'm sorry, my brain. It's not that I don't, I'm gonna stop talking. It's not even my live stream. Sorry.
It is. It is. I
It
couldn't
isn't.
really do
You
it in
could.
this way
Well,
without
you
it,
could.
without you.
You could do it. I mean, I know you couldn't
I
like,
wouldn't be able to interact.
well,
I'd just be
mm,
like sitting here talking to people and hoping they were there.
well, and they would be. You have a lot of people. People be enjoying it.
And the thing I can't really do with regular dioxazine is fade it out like this. That's what Quinn Purple is so nice, because you can just like fade it to a lavender or
Yes,
a nice light tone.
because dioxazine is just too dark.
Yeah, and it's very staining. And if you go back and try to lighten it up, like after you've put it down, it'll show that stain and
Forever.
where it just didn't want to budge. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm officially have done the first live.
I'm so
Pretty cool, Tema.
happy.
I kind of resigned myself for being able to do it. So
I am so excited that you did it. Ooh, Link is here. And she said, oh, thank God I made it. Welcome, Link. We're so happy to have you.
hey,
What
Shirley.
up, girl?
It's Shirley.
She's sending all the hearts. Thank you. She says, hi, beauties.
Hey, lady.
Are you working today, Shirley? Oops. Do, 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 do.
So grabbing a bigger brush because I'm gonna do some stuff here on the hair and the background. Let the face dry a little bit, then I can go back in and do some shading, I guess.
Very nice. Oh, you have to leave in an hour. She says she has to leave in an hour. And Evie says, hi, Shirley. And Mello says, is this Susan's first official live stream?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
And Mello says,
He's
link. Sorry.
no, thanks for telling what people are saying because that's what I would be missing.
That's my job. And Mello says, Umer glitch. Hey, brother. I had to say it in the Mello voice. Sorry. That's fine.
I don't know if people draw a lot or paint a lot with hot press paper, but it doesn't normally, um, I don't know, blend or bleed very well like cold press paper does. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I like this Meaden brand because it does. Like as soon as
Ooh.
you add some water to an area and it just spreads so evenly and nicely. And a lot of people kind of have this impression or assumption that hot press paper, at least a lot of them that I've painted with, don't really do that. They just kind of
I've never,
stay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never painted with a hot press where you could where you wouldn't have edges like that immediately. Oh, we've got some comments. Um, Link says, yeah, but that gives me some time with you guys. And Mello says, woo, sounded just like me, I'm sure. And Link says, hi, all. So glad we're all here. It's looking so awesome, ladies. Thank you, Link. I'm so bummed you work in an hour. I was hoping we could talk. And every time you're home from work, I'm going to bed or something. And then I work all day on the weekend and we just never get a chance. And then Omer says, is Susan on the right? The purple drawing painting is coming along beautifully. That's Susan's and it's gorgeous. Yes. Sorry. Susan.
Yeah, that's me on the right. Thank you. This is just, unplanned on the fly, but that's kind of how it always is, I think.
Um, yeah, it is gorgeous, Susan. It's
I need,
really, really nice.
I think I need to actually plan some stuff. And, but then I don't follow through. I'm much better as an impulsive,
Painter.
doing stuff impulsive. Yeah, impulsive painter.
I am not because when I do that, I just let myself fail. Do you know what I mean? Because I haven't put any planning into it, so there's no investment. So I just like go crazy and mess it all up. And then I'm like, oh, that sucks. That would have been a cool painting. So I know myself that I have to like really plan it and invest something in it in order for me to follow through. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, I've planned ideas and concepts, and then
Well, you just were.
yep, go in and execute them. Yeah, and I do have, and that's kind of how I plan stuff because I can't normally. I have to really figure out if I'm going to draw something out and plan it out in a sketch. Um,
Right.
how what materials I'm going to use because I can't see pencil. So if I do something like that, I got to commit to a certain medium. Like, okay, if I'm going to plan this drawing, then it's going to have to be in pastel or charcoal or something. But I guess specifically what I'm saying is that I can't really plan out watercolor paintings with a drawing since you know it's usually a very light because you want to paint over it and not have the sketch show through. But that's why I usually pick ink or something because then it'll intentionally it's intentionally showing through.
You know,
But
though, I'm not disagreeing in that, like, whatever your perception is of what you want to see from your art is totally up to you. But I don't think there's anything wrong with completely seeing a deep, dark sketch underneath. If you look back at Paulina Bright's work, um, Bright, why does that
yeah,
sound wrong?
that's her
What is
name.
wrong? Okay. Anyway, when you look back at her work, especially her early work where she really like started making a name for herself, she has very, very dark, intense sketches underneath her artwork. Um, and you can completely uh and it enhances it. It makes it a very stylistic choice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think I have some older ones on my channel where I did a sketch
you,
of me and my
yeah,
friend, and
yep,
it was in some like really dark Prismacolor ebony graphite.
right,
And but I did that off camera, the the drawing part, and then I just did
right,
the painting on the video.
right,
But I think because I look at some other like yours, and then like I was saying yesterday, like Jane Viata, and they do these really light sketches, and then they have this nice guide,
yeah,
and it gives you a different type of freedom to be able to just wash over that sketch and then go back and just darken up some areas and then you're done. You don't have to do like a ton of layers. At least that's a technique that she uses.
yes, she
And I
does,
really
absolutely.
do love that look. And that's one I just haven't been able to be able to do. But
Well, I
it's
don't
just because
know.
I want to do it, you know, and I
I get
can't.
you. No, I get you. That's what I meant. Like you have a way that you want it to be and look and everything. And that is very fair. Of course. Omer says, what's Susan's YouTube channel? We're on it right now, Omer. I think I'm sub, but I
Creative
want to, oh yeah, Creative
ambitions.
Solutions or Creative Ambitions Art. Gosh, I will forever say it, your old channel name.
I
I'm so
should just
sorry.
change it back, huh?
Yeah, yeah, obviously then it'll solve it for me, but the rest of the world is going to be like, what? Um, and then he says, I think I'm sub, but want to make sure because these ladies are great artists. Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Um,
Omer.
and then Link says, I know, right? I work a short shift tonight, only 4 hours. So feel free to call me if you're up around 9 Texas time. I don't know what that might be, if that might be too late for you. And then she says, Susan, those colors. She's liking
Mm.
the colors. I think if Texas time is earlier than North Dakota time, then that might work. I usually go to bed I try to go to bed by 9, but I usually don't get to bed till 10. But I get up at 5. So it's kind of like, ugh. But yeah, let's try. Let's try. And then if not, we can always plan like, for next week again. Susan, your painting is gorgeous.
Aw, thank
Look at
you.
it. Oh, she's so cute. She looks happy.
I guess she is.
Don't you feel like when you're in a mood, like your paintings are in a mood, and when you're happy, your paintings are happy? I'm that way anyway.
Yeah.
Omer
Yeah,
says,
there's.
Yeehaw, Texas represent.
Oh, is he in Texas too?
Are you in Texas, Omer? Oops, I went the wrong way with that nose shadow. Should go more like that. Texas time is central, which I think I am also set. What time is it there now? Right now it's like 1:40 my time in North Dakota. That'll tell us.
I'm Pacific. I'm on the West Coast.
Yeah. And you're what time now, Susan?
An
You're earlier.
hour earlier than you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. And Texas is 2:40. So you're an hour later. So 9 your time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I'm confused. Evie's in Texas too.
Oh, she is.
Um, yeah, she says, I'm in
Oh,
Texas
that's right.
2:40. And Omer says 2:44. And Link says, Omer glitch. Yeah, woot. Um, he says he's in deep, deep down South Texas over by SpaceX. And Link says, yeah, I don't want to keep you up late. 5 a.m. eek. LOL. Yeah, tell me about it. Oops. So pretty. I love that, like, whether it's cerulean or it's now I'm blanking the other blue. What's the
Purple.
name of no, the
It's
blue, the
just.
other
Oh, the cobalt. I'm just using the
cobalt.
cerulean.
Cerulean. But
Yeah.
cerulean and cobalt, even though cobalt is a lot like we were just talking about, the ultramarine blue, I still
Mm-hmm.
like it more. And it's
Yeah.
a brighter, like it's a fun ultramarine blue kind of.
It's more subtle, and I think it's more granulating. Even though ultramarines usually got the reputation for being more granulating, but I think this
Right.
one is actually. And now this is the point where I'd want to go darker with some like Payne's gray or something, but it's about as dark as it's gonna get. So
Well, you're allowed to
that's
add it in if you wanted. But is that a
listen to
rule?
you, listen to you, rule breaker. Just
I
kidding.
know. See, that's why I can't stick to anything. But yeah, I get it. There's like something to the whole idea of like doing it according to the way you're supposed to do it. I get it.
Yeah, it's just my OCD's in charge.
I get it. No, it's fair. Same. I understand about that. In this house, we get that.
It's like, you're only allowed this right now. And it's just a fun kind of constraint. I just put it on
It's a
myself for,
challenge.
yeah, it's like, can I do this? Ooh,
No, I get it.
too much water. Get you off there. Ah.
Oh no, soak it up. Homer says, hello, Linkus Arts. And then, so who's on the left? And am I sub to your YouTube? I know I've chatted over in Mello's chat with you gals. So I'm on the left. That's Watercolor by McCraw. And then Susan, Creative Ambitions Art is on the right.
Wait, let me see.
On the screen, that's how it looks. On
Oh,
our
because
screen, it's
on.
different. On our screen, it's the other way.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm
on
like, wait a
the
minute.
screen,
I
bright
got it.
is Susan and not bright is McCraw. Creative is bright, not bright is Watercolor by McCraw.
Bright as in colors.
Yeah, because I'm not
Oh,
bright. Mine are very like,
the
it's my
picture.
like underpainting. And then Omer says, oh, McCraw, yes, I am sub to both of you. Yay. And we are sub to you. You are, right, Susan? I think you
Yeah.
are. I am.
I have had to go through my subscriptions lately, and because I heard other people talking about this, how they would be suddenly unsubbed to somebody and then they wouldn't
Yes,
know
that
it and they have to go
happens.
check. So
Right.
that's a weird thing.
Yes, it is. It's very weird.
So yeah, every now and then I got to go check and see, am I still subbed to this person, because I might not be getting their notifications anymore, and then I wonder what's happening.
That's very annoying that YouTube does that. It's kind of shady.
Hmm.
Mello says your other left. So does it show up with me on the left and Susan on the right, Mello? I mean, that's what I'm seeing on my screen. But, you know, I guess if you flipped it, dude, now I'm really confused. I'm like holding up my left hand. See it there? There's my left. No, I'm just kidding. I do know my left from my right. On occasion, I can tell. It does. He said, okay. There we go. So we're good. That's how it looks on both. We're okay. Just adding in this underpainting for a million hours. I love this though. Yeah, he says
Yeah.
you are on the left and Susan is on the right. Thank you, Mello.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Because on my screen it's opposite.
Same. On my screen, it's like on my phone screen, Susan, it's
Uh huh.
opposite. Like both of our
Okay.
phones. But on my
Gotcha.
iPad where I can see the comments coming up, it's the other way. I love adding in these lengthy underpaintings. I don't know. I like taking a really long time on a painting, but I'm nerdy like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
Link.
isn't going to get any darker, but I'm just going to try to shade a little bit. And I think the only thing that I'm always annoyed about, and then it's just another laziness thing where
Yes.
it's a look, especially when you're doing animation or some type of like a moody scene where a lot of the characters' faces are elongated and have dramatic shading. But
Yes.
unfortunately, that was not my intention for this.
I don't think it looks long today. I mean, I don't notice that normally, but I do
No.
exactly what you're doing right now. I'll just add extra under the
Yeah, try to
extra
shorten the
shading
chin
if
a
I
little
made it
bit.
long.
I
Yeah.
think it tends to, at least in my opinion, I don't know if anybody else wants to chime in on this, but sometimes when you have an elongated female face, it can look slightly masculine.
All my female faces looked slightly masculine for a heck of a long time. You know that.
And then, so I'll try to broaden out the cheekbones a little bit, or the sides of the face a little bit, just to give it like that rounder, just because men's faces are more angled, and even if they're slim,
Correct.
they're just really like a slim male face.
Yep. Absolutely. You've helped me so much with all that kind of stuff because you've talked it through with me as I've made portraits without ever being
Oh.
like, your portrait sucks. You've always been like, you might find that this, like, you're so diplomatic. It's wonderful. Link says,
Oh.
McCraw, very cool profile. Those are hard to do. And yes, left McCraw, right creative. And then she says, dude, talk about taking a long time. My beginning to a painting takes me hours and hours, I bet. And sorry, I'm eating, so typing is slow and bad. Typing isn't slow and bad, it's perfect. You're just fine, dude. Your floral painting, I was just going to ask you, is that one finished or are you still working on it? That one was gorgeous. Did you see that one, Susan? On her
Yes.
short. Wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
cool?
Yes. I was like, wow, that's a lot,
It's intense,
but it's
the amount
oil,
of
right?
work. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's an
oil, you
oil
can just go
girly.
on and on forever.
Yeah, very, very skilled.
I have an
Yeah.
intended gessoed sketchbook for oil, and I got some like really student grady oil paints because they're kind of already slightly thin, and then I won't
Okay.
have to worry about using a medium. I'm trying to get around the whole using any type of medium with oils, because I was learning that some of the old masters, they didn't even have turpentine or medium or anything to thin out their paints. They just either went straight in and painted directly with the brush, and then completed it with the knife. Did a lot of impasto.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, if I am going to ever approach oils, I think I would like to do it that way, because I don't want to use any stuff for two reasons. It's a lot to deal with and to clean up and try to be
Right.
careful with it.
Yep.
And number two, I don't like to use a whole lot of stuff. I mean, to set up for oils, to take an hour to set up and then an hour to clean up is just, that's not in my, it's not in my,
It's not in your wheelhouse.
no. No,
Yeah, I feel that.
no.
It's
I love the
impressive.
look of oils though, but I just can't get with the whole routine of the oils. It's just a lot for me.
I think that's a lot of people, which is sort of what makes it such an impressive medium, for those who do
Yes.
do
Well,
it.
because
It's
they're so committed, and they're so, like, it just shows a lot of dedication, and
absolutely
like, yeah, like, this is a
agreed.
serious thing here.
I mean, and yeah, absolutely. Um, Link says, still working on it. I rotate my paintings so they all take forever. LOL. And CD Sketch says, there's a few oil painters in a group I'm in. They always leave me with a headache. LOL. Oh yeah, like the chemicals or the people. Who knows which one? No, just kidding. Probably the chemicals. Sorry, CD. And then Link says they have water oil paints now, safer to use, or so I've heard, but I like the bad stuff, the bad for me stuff. Yeah, I bet it's
You
like
know what?
prettier.
You know
I bet it's
what?
prettier. Yeah,
I thought about that for a minute, but what steered me away is realizing it's the same amount of work as far as mixing and the mediums that you use to mix with them. Because I was under the impression that water mixable oils meant you could just use water and that was fine. And I'm like, oh, yes, I will do that. But then I learned that there was like two or three different types of mediums that are still water mixable that you mix with them. And I'm like, well, what's the point of that? I'm trying to make stuff easier on me, not do the same
right.
thing just because the toxicity, I mean, that is a thing, yeah, but it's not. my most biggest concern. I mean, I do
Okay.
nails, so like
Yeah, that's
toxicity is
true.
not really that big of a deal to me. But the whole mixing stuff with like a whole bunch of different things, I just can't get on board, man.
The effort and when I think for you, from what I know of you, Susan, and you can certainly tell me if I'm wrong, obviously, is the immediacy of art making is what makes it such a release that you can just sit down
Yeah.
and just do it. It's not as much always about the outcome because you do have a measured outcome. You've found ways to make sure that your paintings mostly turn out. And so you kind of know you can rely on the outcome. It's just the experimental aspect and then like the act of doing it, freeing your mind and all of the things,
Right.
right?
I don't want to think about all the extras, you know.
Yeah, I
I
get it.
like to be
Same.
able to pull stuff out and then just put it away if where
Yep.
um because yeah, the water mixable oils have made things easier to clean up, and you just rinse everything with water, and that is probably the most convenient thing about it. But the fact that you still have to mix it with different things, that's just still more stuff to buy and more stuff to work with. And you know, I'm
Right.
gonna definitely pull out that little sketchbook and try my best to just at least do some swatching or just some type of like just something to get my mindset into let's do some oils.
I think it's worth just a try. How fun. I mean, I don't own any or I would try. There's so many things I
Yeah.
need to try, but I think I need to get closer to mastering watercolor before that. And then Link says, oh no, then Evie says they take a long time to dry. And then Link says both. And then she says, right, oh, I love your nails. Your nails look great today, by the way, Susan. I was going to tell you that like three
Thanks.
times. Like the color is so pretty and they just look so good.
Pink voltage, man.
Oh, is that the name of it? Oh,
Yes.
nice. Very nice. Yeah, they look really good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Whoops. So I wonder if my underpainting is kind of done now. I
And
think
this
maybe
is
it
the part
is.
where I start to add way more darks than the painting probably needs. And then I will probably go overboard. So, what I'm probably going to do right here is make myself stop
It turned out
because
really
I do
nice.
like the subtleness of the light colors.
Yeah.
And we will just leave it alone.
Mello said, is that sketchbook pre-gessoed? The one that she's going to use for the oils?
Yes, I spent 3 months gessoing that thing because each page had to dry before I could turn the page and gesso the next page.
Oh, see, now that is a commitment though. I mean,
I know.
that's
That's why I'm just like, gosh, this oil painting, I can't get around um, it being time consuming, you know, in some way or
yeah.
another. But I felt since I was going to trash the sketchbook anyway, it was an old swatch book from when I first started doing watercolor.
Okay.
And I didn't really need it anymore for anything. So I thought, I'm just going to gesso each of these pages and then save it as a for oil painting.
That's a very good use of your supplies and I think creative, always creative, hence the name. Um, Mela says, dang, well, now you got to use it. And
I
Link says,
know.
I can't wait to see your sketchbook oil painting. And Omer says, if you want to make oil painting more bearable with dry time, use Japan dryer mixed into your oil and terp Gamsol varnish.
Is
Japan
Japan
dryer.
dryer, is that the same as cobalt dryer? Because I did have cobalt dryer for the longest time and it did work pretty well. But it's just when I went to college classes, that's what I was told, there's certain supplies to get. And I did have some cobalt dryer.
And Evie says, oh, Omer says most paint stores like Sherwin-Williams have Japan dryer. And Evie says, I put watercolor ground in an old book. After I glued pages together, it took forever to dry. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Your old book series, Evie, where you're painting in the 140-year-old book or something. Maybe I'm exaggerating the years. I can't remember, but I think that's right. Everybody go subscribe to Evie if you haven't. She is 63. I made the mistake of saying 62 and I heard about it, girl. And
And
she
she's
just started
new at
painting.
watercolor.
Yeah, she just started painting watercolor for the first time in her life in December. And she's getting really good. Like she's leveling up like daily. And it's quite a wonderful path to follow her on. So if you want to. I would say that. And obviously also go follow Linkus Arts. I'm sorry, Susan, this is your live.
No,
Um,
you're good.
I didn't mean to like do the thing, but Linkus
No,
Arts, she
that's
is an oil painter, obviously, and she has a new channel. So if you're interested in seeing her gorgeous work, do follow her. I'm done. I'm not talking anymore. Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good, dude.
Except now I'm going to talk because Evie said tomorrow is Old Book Day, and Link says Omer Glitch. Cool, never heard of that, but I'm weird. I like the long dry time. Evie is amazing. Yeah, she's growing by leaps and bounds every day. Stop it.
Yeah, I haven't even really been on a lot at all lately because I've had to take care of some other things, and I think it's just this time of year too. I, haven't been on as much, uploading as much, or even checking out um, any other videos lately. So I'm trying right now to get back on, and I thought I'd explore the whole live thing because I thought I just couldn't do it since I couldn't read the chat. And um, Tema was gracious enough to say, hey, let's try to collaborate and do this in a way where, you know, I could figure that out and still interact with you guys and just have a friend on here, which I like to do anyway. I prefer coming on here with somebody else.
I do too. It's way better. I much prefer having you and anybody, like anyone wants to do it, I'm open. And then Evie says, I'm proud of my age. Well, yeah, me too. I'm proud I've gotten as far as I have in life, continuing to get there. How about you, Susan?
I'm just shocked.
I'm just
I'm
shocked I
like, I'm
arrived.
like, am I really? Am I really? Am I really 53? 50, dude, how old am I? I'm
Hold on.
55.
And I'm 53. No, I'm not. I'm 52, but I'll be 53 in
In a
like a
few
few
weeks.
days. Yeah, a few
Yeah.
weeks. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Link says, I love that, ladies. And Evie says, thank you for all the compliments. And Omer says, if Susan makes a mod here in the chat, we could drop the links to y'all's YouTube channel. That would be complicated, I think. I don't know how to do that, even on my own channel. Oh, but Omer's,
He could probably explain it pretty quickly, easily.
yeah, if you want to explain it. And then Omer's putting people's YouTube channels in to the chat. That's very sweet. Thank you, Omer. Dude, I'm moderating again. Stop talking. All
You
right.
can. You're
I'm
fine.
I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to take over your live stream, I
No,
promise.
dude, you're fine. Like
I'm just
I
like in the
wouldn't.
habit.
I can't do it. So you do it.
Well, I'm just supposed to be reading, not responding to everything, but then it just flies out of my mouth.
No, that's like what I need you to do.
No, you
Cause
just need me to read. You can respond. I'm gonna stop. Yeah,
you've
he's
been
putting all
doing
the
this longer
channels.
than me, so you know what to say to respond.
I think it's just a habit because I'm like in a live stream and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm just doing the live and then I keep remembering, oh, I'm not. You know what I mean? Because you get in
Mm-hmm.
that habit. Um, yeah.
Where are we at on time?
Right now we are at 83 minutes.
Okay, so you want to do like another 5?
Sure. Yeah, whatever you want. Evie says, I love hearing you both chat. And Link says, wow, very cool. Oh, because Omer put Shirley's channel in the in the chat. And Omer says, Susan, all you have to do is click on the three dots on the user in the chat, and you can go to make a mod. And Evie said, thank you, Omer.
Thanks. I will. I was surprised I was able to. Well, I guess the prompts are pretty easy when you're when I was setting up the live to invite Tema and do all that. It just told me what to do next, which I mean, I appreciate that about certain formats, certain website formats and stuff, because that's what I need. I need something to just tell me what to do next, and then I'm fine. But when stuff is, you got to look for it first and then try to find what that even means. That's where I get kind of lost.
Well, I'm fully sighted and I get totally lost when I'm trying to do things on here. Um, like genuinely. So, but yeah, you did it seemingly like effortlessly. I mean, you got in right away. It was great. Um, Omer says when you make a mod, just use the standard mod. And Evie said Tema is the live coach. She said that because, well, you can
Oh,
say
you
what
helped her
happened.
too,
To go
right?
horizontal. She keeps saying, Tema showed me how to go horizontal. And I'm like, oh, I don't think that sounds right, Evie, but that's okay.
Oh man.
Dorky. Ah, dorky. Nice. All right. Now I'm
Well,
going to
that's all
have to
right. My
move on.
channel's not for kids anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. You're pretty vulgar on here, aren't you, Susan? I don't know. Not. Not. No one knows what horizontal means. It's okay. Omer, of course, says, I love going horizontal. I was expecting that. I knew Omer would have to throw one in. I'm going to have this little tree in the background, and it's going to be very like I'm doing it right now. It's not a tree, it's more of like a stick, and it's very loose, although I did draw it, but it's going to be kind of like I don't know how it'll turn out, but I'm adding the underpainting for that in right now also. And so we'll see. Oh, thank you, Omer, and for adding in my channel too. And Evie says, haha, disclaimer, not a family show. Exactly. Talking about, positions of things.
We
I'm going to
are
stop.
adults here. We can
We're all
we can
adults. Some of us are like double adults. Like we've lived a real long time, majority of us. It's all good. Whoops. Link through in an LOL. I just wish like long ago we were talking about going on a live stream, like three of us, and then the whole StreamYard thing happened because I wanted to be live with Susan and Evie. And I thought that would be like the coolest. And then I just really wimped out on figuring out StreamYard. Plus, I got freaked out because of my Wi Fi. But I just think that would be so much fun for all of us just to be painting and talking and hanging out together on a live stream.
Yeah,
Oops, you
Omar's
guys can't
channel
even
does
see what I'm
that a
doing.
lot. He does where he has like multiple people in the all painting together and drawing together.
I just don't know how to do it. And so I really need to invest in figuring it out since mainly I only go live. Also, StreamYard is really expensive.
Oh,
Um,
they charge?
yeah, well, they have a free version, but there's one version that's like the first step up from free is like, I don't know, like $60 a month or 30 or something. And I was like, do I really want to commit to that if it's going to sound bad every time I go with all the like glitching, Omer glitch, all the cracking and popping because of my Wi-Fi not being really stable. And then I
Oh,
kind of gave up on it, and but I really should figure it out. And Omer says, ladies, if you ever want to do that, I would love to do it. That would be super
yeah.
fun.
Do you use StreamYard, Omer?
Yeah, tell us about your setup. we'd love to hear. Oops. I'm so glad I added in that stick next to her
I'm gonna stand
head.
up and look at your what you're
I
doing,
don't
Tim.
know if you're going to even be able to see. It's really light. Maybe you will,
Maybe
but
I should be fully in frame too, huh?
you've been fine. I would have told you. I mean, just barely a little bit on the edge for like a minute. Um, Omer says StreamYard is free for up to 6 guests and you get 20 hours a month. So I thought it was not free for six. I thought it was just two people. Is that like a current thing that you know it is? And oh, and Evie says, yeah, the free version allows 6 people and only streams to the one channel. You can keep 20 hours on. I would love to host you all. I use StreamYard and Restream. Both have been having streaming issues for the last couple of months, though, FYI. And then Link says, how does Evie do the lives with all the ladies? Isn't it the same, just a different camera angle? I think you do, right, Evie? Like some of you have StreamYard. And Omer says, yes, it's always been that way. Okay, I trust you. I don't know what I was thinking because, and maybe that wasn't the issue, but when I went on to sign up, I thought, oh, well, this isn't going to really serve me for some reason. And I quit trying. I will do it though, because at least then I can do like 3 of us or 4 of us, like with Link and Evie and Susan. And does everybody have to have StreamYard or just the person hosting? Evie says, I've used it just a few times. Just delete the video off StreamYard. Delete the video. Like, how come you delete it? Maybe I'm not getting it. I'm kind of slow. Sorry. Ew, does that look weird on the camera? What is that? Is it just like on my camera or? Oh, shit. Everything's fallen over. Sorry. I'm cleaning off my camera with my finger. That's the way to do it. Just the host. The others get a link to join. Oh, thanks, Mello. Um, Well done. Just the person hosting and everyone else just uses the web browser. So like what web browser? What do you mean like they go on through Chrome or something? Ooh, I'm trying to make my phone not fall over. Cool is what Link says. Don't save the video. Okay, how come you don't want to save it? Chrome mainly, yes. Okay, I don't even know if I would know how to do that. And Evie says Chrome. Both Evie and Omer say Chrome. So like you're in Chrome and then you get the link. I guess somebody would have to explain it. It probably isn't that hard. I could Google it. Sorry. Look at me procrastinating adding my second color. Clearly, I'm doing that. So I'm just going to leave it here. Don't save on StreamYard. Yeah, no, I know, yeah, Evie, but how come? How come we don't save it on StreamYard? Is it it just doesn't save or oh, Omer
Would that
says
make it free?
Evie on the free version it doesn't save the video anymore. And then Evie says, okay, thank you, Omer. So it just doesn't save it, but it'll stay on YouTube, right?
I think that's what
Which
makes
is
it free, is they want to entice you to pay for it so that you can save it and, you know,
use
use
it
it
for
as
other
video
stuff.
and stuff. Yeah.
But if you use it to host the live stream on YouTube, the live stream will stay on YouTube afterwards. No, obviously, I think. And if I sound annoyed, I'm not annoyed at anybody in the chat. I'm annoyed because I'm confused and I get annoyed when I get confused. Evie says, okay, thank you, Omer. And she says, it goes to your channel. Okay. So it stays on your channel, but it doesn't go to the other people, which is fine because it doesn't have to. Should I get it, you guys? And we could do that.
Yeah.
You can choose where you want to stream to. Yes, it stays on YouTube. And then Link says, don't cross the streams, JK. Don't cross streams. Um, and Omer says, nah, McCraw, you just click the link and the guest just get on the show. They don't need StreamYard. Okay, so they don't, but like if I had it, then I could bring them on my channel. You can stream to any platform you choose. Very interesting. I need to play with it because you guys, I don't get any of this stuff. It's very confusing to me. Try the free version and see what you think, Evie says. Yeah, I need to just do it. I need to just suck it up. I've been wanting to do these like group live streams for what now, like 6 months or something. Now we're both sitting here not painting. I think
Because I
we're
can't
done.
go any darker. So I guess I'm done.
And
Um,
I can't go any darker because I'm too scared. So I need to wait till I have my confidence to bring in my next level, my
you know,
next
when this
color.
fully dries, I'm tempted to just go in with pen because it's on hot
Hot
press
press.
paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So
Do it. And then you
I
could
really
post it
like
on your
using
tab.
because I really like using the Uniball Signo gel pen on this paper because it's watercolor paper, and usually if you use microns or something else, it kind of sucks the life out of those types
Yeah.
of pens. But the gel
Yeah.
pen, the black gel pen, is really it. It's very sensorily satisfying to draw on this paper with the gel pen.
Yeah, I can imagine. And it would look really cool. If you do it, will you post it
Yeah.
on your community tab?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a lot of comments. Let me read them real quick. Um, Evie said StreamYard made her have a login. Omer said, yes, it stays on YouTube channel. StreamYard wants to give you a backup that they save to their servers. Omer says, do it. It's fun. McCraw, and you would have fun hosting, seeing how you have taken over Susan's show here. LOL, JK, except really, we all know it's the truth. And I'm like dying inside. I'm so humiliated. I'm so sorry. But I keep doing it because I can't help myself. And then
No,
CD
I prefer
sketch.
someone to be in charge.
Well, girl, you're very good at being in charge, and I'm just being like a mouthy jerk. All right. CD sketch said these look great. I really like that splash of blue in the corner. Yeah, that's
Thanks.
nice. On yours, yes.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. I like painting on this paper. It just reminds me that it is my favorite paper as far as the hot press paper, and it's just a joy to paint on. You know how you guys have supplies that like some of it's just kind of a struggle, and you want to make it work anyway just because you have it, but some stuff it's just reminds you that like this is your favorite one because it's just so not a struggle.
Yes, absolutely. That's the you know which one, Saunders Waterford one for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, there's more comments. Link says, I'm so visual, I have to see things work most of the time, not just read about them. Oh, computers. Evie says, Omer's funny. And Link says at CD Sketch, yes, I agree also about the blue being awesome in the corner. And Evie says, surely I have to do it over and over until I understand what I'm doing. Same. And Omer says, hey, ladies, you are free on Tuesday or Thursday. I do a show at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. CST called Drawing Friends, and I would love to have you on the show sometime. Thank you, Omer. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. What do you
So how
think, Susan?
would you just invite us and we would just click on? Is that how that would work?
Yeah, we need the deets. We need the deets, Omer. And Link says, yep, relatable for sure, Evie. Yeah, I have to do it also like a million times before I remember and it sticks. My computer program at work. We've been using this one for 13 years. They keep threatening to get us a better one. But to this day, I'm still like asking these like new little teeny bopper nurses, like, how do I do this? Even though I've been using it for 13 years, if that tells you anything. Uh, and I don't mean that rudely. They are just very young, but they know how to do everything. So they show me. And
Yeah,
then
I've
Link
got a
said,
teenager and a millennial that live with me. So my two boys, and it's like I'm always asking them to help with the computer related stuff.
yeah, that's a huge blessing because in our house, I'm the most advanced computer user. Like my son doesn't live here anymore, and my husband can barely type. I mean, he makes physical things all day, doesn't do computers well. Omer says, yes, but how can I reach out to you all to get you the invite link? And then he says, you all are great artists at Link. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah. Um, well, I guess through our, like, you could email us. Um, I have an email on my channel. Does an email work? I don't know. Do you have one listed for you, Susan?
I don't have it listed all the time, but I like post it sometimes if somebody wants it, and I just put it on my page for a couple of days, and then I take it down just because I don't want randos
Sending you
emailing me.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can reach out through email. We'd love to hear from you. I'm always free during the weekday evenings. Um, I don't know how great my what do you call it? Especially you said Tuesday and Thursday. Is that what you said? That you'd go do
Mm-hmm.
this?
Yeah, Tuesdays would work for
Yeah.
you, huh, Tama?
Yeah, Tuesdays would for sure work. Occasionally, if you ever wanted to ask me to join, I'd be very grateful. And yeah, and
Me too.
yeah, that sounds really fun. Omer
But
says,
I'll
no
post my
randos
email.
sliding in the DMs. Yeah, she doesn't want randos sliding in her DMs. You know how it is. She's a wild woman. All the randos.
But as
And
soon as, because
Link
I
says she has
posted
the
my
email.
email, I posted my
Yeah.
email once for somebody who wanted to buy one of my art pieces and then wanted to email me and, do the transaction that way. And I said, okay, well, I'll go ahead and post my email in my bio just for a couple of days and let you get a hold of it, and then I'll take it down. And just in the few days that I had it in there, like I was getting random emails from YouTube and from, just unwanted things. And I was like, see, don't want
You're
this
like, I
on
shouldn't
here.
have done it. Shouldn't have
Yeah.
done it. Well,
I mean,
hopefully
it
you'll
was
put it
fine.
back for a little bit.
Yeah, I can put it back today. Um, Unless I should just do it on the day that we're planning on doing the live.
Yeah,
Um,
you could just put it up on a Tuesday. And then
yeah, I post my email
Evie,
on Tuesdays.
you're like, so if any randos want to slide into my DMs, Tuesday's the day for that. Um, Evie says you copy the link from the email and paste it in the Chrome search bar, and it will ask you where you want to stream to. And Omer said, I see your emails on your YouTube channel. Sweet. And Omer says, scammers do that, phishing for emails. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you get links on your channels, guys, to like these random things with like 2,000 people that want to like alert you that you're in some kind of like list of people? I don't even know what the point is of it, but I get those a lot.
Huh? No,
Um,
I get those on my text sometimes.
Yes, that too. Um, Link says LOL, and Omer says also McCraw can send it to Susan. Oh, the same link? Because that would work.
Oh,
That way, if Susan doesn't want to put her email on,
because we have each other's
tune in.
phone numbers.
Yeah, we're in the private phone number group. But I think all of us on here have each other's phone numbers now, except like maybe Susan, you don't have Shirley's or Evie or something, but like
No,
most of us do, I
Me
think.
and Evie, or Evie, sorry, have been
I
we've
just,
texted a few times and called each other a few times.
yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, good. Okay, wait. Yes, sometimes. Yes, it's the same link. Okay, that's perfect. Sweet. We'll keep an eye
That
out
would
for it,
work.
dude.
Yeah, that would work.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'm
Way
gonna try to
cool.
be on here a little bit more. This last month, actually, like June and July, I haven't been on here very much at all, and I've been kind of missing out on the regular stuff. The regular shows.
Yeah, your
You
usual.
guys
You've been
remember
watching
that? You
others.
guys remember that from the early 2000s or the mid
What?
2000s? Regular
What
show.
was? I
It was just a
don't.
little cartoon thing. Elmer probably knows about it. Regular show, just a
Huh.
throwback.
I wouldn't know,
Because
but I'm weird like that. I don't
my
know.
kids would watch it, and I would watch it with them. That and like Adventure Time, and um, there's like really weird, kind of funny little cartoons.
That's cute. On regular TV, or was it like on Nickelodeon or something?
No, it was on like Cartoon Network.
Oh, Cartoon Network. That makes sense
Yeah.
because we didn't have it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he says, yeah, regular show was a cartoon. So funny. And CD Sketch says regular show was so funny. And then Omer says, and then Mello says, Omer's group live streams are always fun. A lot of great artists. That's awesome. And Omer says, okay, I'll send you all the link for next Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Right
Can't
on.
wait. Sweet. All right. Link says she has to go to work. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Need to give Susan and Evie my number. Feel free to pass it on to them, Tema. I will, girl. And maybe text me or email me when you get home tonight if you feel like talking. And if I'm up, I will for sure call you and we can have just like a little chat. And Omer
Okay.
says Adventure Time was a blast. I watched that with my ex stepdaughter. And Omer says, thanks at Mellow. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
Well, sweet,
probably a good
guys.
time to say goodbye
All
and
right.
probably yeah, for next time. This was awesome. Thanks so much, Tama, for helping out with this.
Thanks so much, Tema, for completely dominating and taking over my entire live stream. Sure, anytime. Oi, I need therapy. I'm in therapy, guys. It's going to get better. I promise. All right. I'm so happy that you asked me to do this, Susan. I loved it. It was awesome. And thanks,
Yeah.
guys, so much.
Yes, thank you
Yay.
everybody who showed up. You guys are awesome.
Yay. Omer said so much fun. Thanks so much. And Susan, you know, when you close out, you just do that X on the top left,
Okay.
just so you know, because you're going to have to, like, I think do
Grab
that to
the
stop the live
handy
stream.
dandy magnifier.
Oh, you're prepped, dude. You're ready to go. Oh, all right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Bye.